So first and foremost, I want to thank everybody today for the gifts, the donations, all that stuff, the big, the small, the medium. It's all appreciated. For those of you guys that are wondering, the link for PayPal is in the description box, and I appreciate each and every single one of you. That's number one. Number two, I do these videos every single year, reflection videos. So we're going to do it again, and some people think, oh, it's your birthday, it's just another day. It's another day, I get that, but we use this day to reflect on life. And I think these videos are important. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And this is going to be great. So basically, for those of you guys that don't know, today I turned 29. I don't necessarily look 29. On the outside maybe, but I'm 29. And it's crazy because I have 1 year left in my 20s. And that's what we're going to reflect on. And other things. Let's talk about 20s for one. Horrendous. Horrendous years. Your 20s as a man will be horrendous. Horrendous. There's nothing easy about it, but you shouldn't pray or hope or wish that life is easy. You should pray every God today that you have the strength to push forward into your gifts, into your abilities, into your callings, into your future. You should pray for the strength to keep pressing forward regardless of what's happening. That is what you should pray for, because life ain't going to be easy. So why sit around or think it should be, or everything should just come to you so easily, because it's never going to happen. It's going to take a lot of force from your end as a man or a woman to make life what you want it to be. Men have to move certain ways. Women have to move certain ways to make life what you want it to be. And that's just how it goes. I don't make these rules. I don't sit here with you today making these rules. I'm telling you how it goes. So you either move the right ways and reap the rewards and pray for the strength to keep going in the right ways, or you don't. And it's up to yourself. But I'll tell you what. A lot of your 20s as a man especially is going to be horrendous. Coming on to the end of them, things start to look up. As long as you choose, from the start of your 20s until the end, to choose yourself to look up and never give up. That is the facts. You're going to have a lot of strength and a lot of endurance and making the right decisions a lot. In fact, all the time. Because the more you make the wrong decisions, the further away you're going to be from the things you really want in life. And life is not as worth living if you don't have the things that you want in your life. I'm not going to say life ain't worth living if you don't have the things you want in life. Because life, no one should not live. Regardless of how bad things are, you should never take your life. So I can't say life ain't worth living if you don't have the things you want. You just have to have the strength to get the things you want. Life is worth living regardless of how hard of anything is. It is. No matter what hole you're in, life is worth living. It's worth trying your ass off to make life what you want it to be, regardless of what even age you're at or anything. We're just talking about 20s so far, because today I'm 29 and I have 1 year left in my 20s. And I'm trying to give you guys the best idea possible of what it is like. And if you're in your 20s, you can't expect life to be so easy and things should be aligned and your career should be aligned and money should be flowing, the women should be flowing and everything else, because most likely it ain't going to happen. You have to keep pressing. You have to go through all that suck. You have to go through all of it. It's going to be some tougher years of your life. My early to mid-ish 20s was the toughest years of my life so far. I had the least amount of friends, least amount of support, the most amount of haters, the least amount of women around me because I had to be that focused. And I didn't want to deal with women lesser than what I know I can get. Even though I could have took the easy way out and got like a pretty good looking girl, like a girl a lot of guys would take. I know me, bro. And that's what's important, is that you know you, because I know me, and you have to know you and what you want. And you have to be willing to do whatever it takes to become the man or woman that you want to be. Literally write it down on a piece of paper, what's important to you and what do you have to have in your life. And do whatever it takes to make that happen. Whatever it takes. That's what you have to make happen. And it's about what you want. And don't lie to yourself. Like, what do you really want? It all starts with that. I knew what I always wanted. And I'll live as many down years as possible for whatever it takes. However many down years it's going to be on the pursuit to getting what I want, I will do that. I'll do it. I will suffer to get what I want. I have that type of strength and mindset and endurance, and I know how to suffer. I can do that for a very long time to make life what I want it to be. And I wholeheartedly think all of you should as well, because the best things in life come after all that stuff. It's worth going through instead of distracting yourself and trying to find some fun here and some fun there and just, I don't know. That stuff is not fulfilling. You have to find things in life, guys, that fulfill you. Like, you don't have to make money at it right away. You don't have to do anything like that. You just have to find what fulfills you, what you're passionate about. Try things, try new things. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to try things and tell everyone you're going to do something and then have that not work out. Don't be afraid of that, because only haters is going to mock you when you fail. That's the only thing that's going to happen. Haters might mock you if you fail. So what? You had more balls than them to actually try and put yourself out there, even though things didn't work out. Because guess what? You're one step closer to the bigger things that's going to work out. You're a step closer now. Congratulations. You're ahead of everybody else. Who gives a fuck about them? Clowns. Who cares? You know what matters? Do you just know what matters? Your individual lives matter. I was a hound dog about this shit, bro. I didn't care. I didn't care if my whole hometown turned against me. I don't care. I know who I am, and I know what I'm going to go and do. You can't get into my body, into my mind, and think you know who I am. You cannot do it. I know who I am. I know what I feel, and I know what I can go on and do, and I'm going to do it, and watch me do it. Be a savage, bro. Be a savage. Be serious about that shit you're doing. Dead ass serious about it. And who cares what he or she or your neighbors have to say? Because you're going to be much bigger and much better and much better in the end. So let people second guess you. Let people hate on you. Go through the tougher years and keep your head down. Grinding, grinding, grinding. Staying cold, grinding, grinding. Ain't nobody can tell me nothing, because I'm grinding through it. That's what you have to do, and that's what it takes. And I suggest doing it. Also, don't settle. I did not settle. I could have settled. I could have settled. I know what's for me and what's not. There's so many people, bro, that take something that they don't even really like. They pick a partner they don't even really like. That wasn't me. I'm not going to pick a partner I don't really like. If you're even second guessing them, bro, dip. Dip. Keep working on yourself. Keep focusing on yourself. A person that's meant for you, y'all ain't going to break up one time. You're not going to second guess them one time. You're not going to lose attraction for them one time. So many people just pick a partner. They just pick a partner. They don't even know who they are. They just pick a partner. Let me get a partner. Let me have kids with them. Time keeps going on. They figure each other a little bit more and realize, I don't even like this person. You know why? Because you didn't take the time to figure out yourself. If you did that, you wouldn't have wasted all that time with the wrong person. Like, bro, I spent my 20s. I want you guys to really listen to this. I spent my 20s in a way that I don't even think 1% of the population spent. Not even 1% of the population, the way I dedicated myself, the way I moved. Nobody can tell me anything whenever I know who I am. Nobody can tell me anything. Y'all, no one can help me. No one knows me. I know me, and I'm going to work on me very hard, and I'm going to keep pressing forward. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be the man who has created himself into be the man. Flawless in all areas, flawless in all ways, smooth with it in every way, because that's how much dedication and hard work I'm going to put in. And it's not about just killing yourself every day doing things. It's the consistency of always being in place every day and doing the right things every day. You can even have a little bit of downtime here and there and whatever else, but it's just about staying on track for that long of a time period. That's what it takes. It's not about being some drifter in this world who has friends over here, friends over there, and this friends group, and you are talking about them and they're talking about you, and it's just like you don't need any of that in your life. You need to be a professional about your life and be consistent in your life and really stay on track and have the right mindset and the right mind frame. And when you're that person, you're not going to have a lot of people in your life. It's going to be a lonely journey. But are you tough enough? Are you strong enough? Because over time, it only gets better, not worse. Better. Why? Because you individually got better. So many people is banking on someone else to make them feel good. Where's my friend? Where's my partner? I need a girlfriend. I need a boyfriend. Where's my partner? Da, 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 da. Where the are you? Who are you again? No one knows who you are. We don't know. You don't know who you are. So what are you doing? Get to know yourself. Put in some work. Dedicate yourself. Give me 100 laps around your house. I don't care what you have to do. Get to know yourself. Challenge yourself. Be a little bit tough on yourself. God forbid. I was very tough on myself. Very. Because I know who I am and I know what I feel inside. A savage, and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do the damn thing. And if anybody got a problem with it, they're going to get a Stone Cold Steve Austin stunner. They're going to get flipped off, I'm going to kick them in the stomach, and boom, you can get a stunner. Because I don't care. And this is what it takes. Are you guys ready for this? I told you guys before, man. You have to move in life like it's just you, because it is. Like, are you really dependent on friends, on family, on her, on him? If you fully depend on yourself and become independently so solid, Nothing in life can faze you. Nothing. You don't need nothing. Nothing. But it's not that nothing will be around. You're going to attract what's meant for you because you've become everything you were supposed to be. And even then, you're still far better off. And you're never going to be around most people, and you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. There's individuals, bro, who can just be around just about anybody, and that's not the kind of person I am. I can't be. I pick up on things so fast, like, there's certain people I get around, bro, like not actually get around, but like when you walk past certain people or you have to be surrounded by someone for 5 minutes for whatever reason, like you just start to feel worse and worse and worse because you're even around that person for that short of a time period. Imagine having to be trapped around that. That's why you want to become self-sufficient and really get to know who you are and be very strict and stingy with who is in your life. Most people out here, bro, is just a bunch of sweaty peasants. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. People's just weird, bro. People cannot just chill and have a direct conversation at complete calmness and stillness. It's just people's flabbergasted and weird, and it's because y'all don't understand life. Y'all don't understand how to do the work. Y'all don't understand how to be at that amount of peace. And it comes from doing the work that you're not doing. I'm telling you guys how this stuff really is. So when we reflect on life, when I look back, there's even things I didn't understand until you go through so much that you finally understand, and that's where you want to get to. By the week, I understand why men and women are the way they are even more and more and more and more and more, and why the world's going the way it's going, and all this stuff. Why haters hate. Well, like just everything, bro. Human psychology, like everything to do with that. This is the real deal. You have to be awake in this dumb world. Have to be. It might be a bit scary at first to become awake when you were forced to be surrounded by sweaty peasants your whole life. It's a bit of a shocker, but you have to go through that process, and all of a sudden you just feel so much peace in your life. And it felt better than anything else. It felt better than all that stuff. And you're going to have your challenges too, but you have to be open to it. You got to be open to the challenges. You got to understand there's a long road ahead. There's a lot of work to do, and that a lot of work to do is what's going to give you the life you want. So you have to be willing to take on challenges that's coming. You can't just do enough every day and ruin the whole rest of your day, because that's what most people do. Most people just work a job and they think they worked so hard today and they just did so much today, and the rest of the day they're going to go crazy. Literally crazy. Oh, payday, payday. And they're going to go crazy to the liquor store, and they're going to buy weed, and they're going to go crazy, and it's like, that's why y'all stuck in those positions. Because y'all is going crazy. Y'all ain't focused enough. Y'all don't want nothing enough. And no damn job is hard. Oh, it's hard. You don't know what hard is. You ever work a job, run a business, run this, run that, run your ass to the gym, train, and just keep repeating the cycle? Do you ever do that? Because these individuals ain't never done it. They don't know what hard is. They work a day, a regular average day at work. Oh my God, lifted a couple crates or something. As soon as we're off, it's gonna just blaze up. Just gonna get drunk. We worked so hard today. We deserve this. Oh my God. Go. Guzzling down a bottle of vodka or some shit. It's ridiculous. I offended people in the past, in my early 20s because of how hard I worked and how bad I made them look. And that's not the goal. But I'm just saying this is the truth. Because they convince themselves they work hard. They convince themselves they do those things until someone like you shows up, a real, and just makes everyone else just look exactly as they are. This video is a wake-up call. This video is a reflection on life. I want you guys to understand what this really is. I want for you guys, whatever you guys want, if you want to be average, I want that for you. If you want to be much greater than you are, I want that for you. It's literally what you want, but don't lie to yourself. Write down what you want and do whatever is required and do whatever it takes to get that. And you one day will have birthdays and you too will reflect back on life and understand things. Instead of letting life go on and you still don't understand things. You don't want that to happen. You want to understand things full well. You want to understand every stage of your life so well because you're just so committed. There's no steps you're missing. You didn't mess up a whole crap load of years. You're very precise with your time and with your years. This is how it's done. This is a life of true commitment and becoming the man or woman you're supposed to be. And with that being said, take this all in. Write down, I'm telling you guys now, write down what you want. Write down who you want to become. Write it all down and do whatever it takes to become that. God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top. One more year in the 20s. We gonna get it hard, boy.